pee on the potty. This is Bug and Moss in the morning.
Whoa! Good morning, Bug.
Good morning, Moss.
Welcome from the skittering studios underneath your favorite rock. Welcome to the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. My name is Moss.
My name is Bug.
And we've got a fun show for you today. It is 7 o'clock on the dot. A special good morning to Elle and Coyote Astronaut and Colin Parker and Sid the Kingmaker.
Hell yeah, welcome.
Hell yeah. Good to see y'all. And also Matt Bliss. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, as Sid said.
Friday.
What was I going to say, Bug?
I don't know what you were going to say. I still work at this bakery. I don't know. Well, this is complicated. It's becoming a collective. Joe, you deal with it if you show up. But the bakery has historically been called the Futile Bakery. So I used to hashtag everything on Friday, TGI. Thank God it's Futile Friday.
Oh, thank God it's Futile Friday. I had no idea where you were going with any of that. I was like, where is this going to lead?
I like to take us all on a ride.
It was fun. We've got a good show for you coming up today. We got voicemails in the voicemail box. We got text messages in the voicemail box.
Wow.
Yeah, there's an animal in the voicemail box. There's like just all sorts of stuff in the voicemail box.
I got a voicemail from Elle that is not from the voicemail box because Elle is not in the United States.
Oh yeah, that's right. International enjoyers of the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show send us in via the email. Mm-hmm. And I want to talk about something I read about while pooping today.
Hell yeah.
I got one of thems.
I got a film buffering.
Really? 2 in 1 week?
Well, I didn't write either of them. So.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's exciting. Cool. So this is going to be a fun show. It is 7:02 on your Friday. I don't know if it's obvious, but I'm so sleepy. I know I start every show by talking about how tired or how sick or how gross I feel, but guys, I'm just tired and
he has
sick.
a doctor's appointment next week. We're going to talk about it with him.
Yeah. I can't seem to get any rest.
Every time I bring it up, they'll be like, do you have anything else you want to talk about? Without fail, like a classic man, which is crazy because in no other ways would I say Moss is really like a classic man. He'll just go, I don't think so. And I'll be like, what about how you don't sleep good ever any times? And you'll be like, oh, no, I don't think it's actually weird. I don't think it's actually a problem.
It feels like it's my fault. Also, a bird alert. By the way, hey, y'all, there are, for the first time, on the show, 2 birds on the wire. We're up to 2. That's awesome. That you can see them hanging out right above the chat over there on the stream. Probably 2 little starlings. So just know that today, an auspicious day, this August day in the 8th of May, 2 birds on the wire. One just flew away.
Aww.
Easy come, easy go. Let's move on and do the show.
That was beautiful.
There's a little bit of poetry in my soul, Bug. I got poet's bones.
Poet's bones.
I've got a poet's bones in here.
That sounds like something that you bought and ate that you shouldn't have.
But yeah, weird. Poet's bones feels like medieval slang for a drug you would take.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and people take it because they think it makes them more creative, but really it's just heroin and they're addicted to heroin.
Colin says, me and my 1 stone are so stoked about this.
Hell yeah,
very
dude.
Very good. Very good. Oh, and Leonard says, the Moss Morning Misgivings Show.
That could be
a little spin-off thing. I could make that happen.
We could do that instead of Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Welcome to, Happy Misgivings. All right, Bug. Why don't we go ahead and start by dipping our hands in the phones? I'm going to have a cool new segment opener for that starting next week. Colin, I just saw right before we started, sent me a bunch of voice lines for going to the phones. So get ready for a phone segment next week. But for now, we'll stick with my verbal introduction, which is 848-MOSS-BUG is the number to call if you want to leave us a voicemail or send us a text message about anything at all. We've talked about maybe doing like weekly discussion themes to try and figure that out. And so as everyone knows, next week is Outlander week. So if you want to call in and talk about Outlander, because we're trying to catch that mom demographic.
And I'm serious about your moms. I started a Facebook page. So
did you really?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy, man. 848-MOSS-BUG is the number to call. We got a call right here. This is from Tuesday, 7/11. So we were doing the show when Colin left this message on Tuesday.
Good morning. You guys are getting morning voice Colin Parker today because it is, for me, 6:11 in the morning. But Moss just said something on air today on May the 5th, and Revenge of the 5th. Happy secondary Star Wars Day to everybody. I guess late, but anyway, Moss just said on air that he would like to hang from the ceiling from his ears, I guess, to try and fix out his neck issues and stuff like that.
100%.
And that reminded me of a story that something that I experienced this past weekend that I kind of blocked out of my memory, but there is a very funny moment to it, and I feel like I experienced something that I think other people need to, maybe just so I feel better about myself. I was with one of my friends, down here in Texas, and we were in Dallas for the evening, because that's about a 45-minute drive from where we are. And they were like, you know what, on a whim, I want to get a lip tattoo. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go do that then. So we dropped in, and unfortunately no one could take us, immediately. We're not going to wait that long. But while we were there, when we walked in, the tattoo shop had a floor space, because they have almost like a music venue. But at the time,
cool,
they had some sort of exhibition where a woman was hanging from the ceiling from piercings on her back, which I know I've seen before. I'm not trying to call that freakish or anything like that, right? Hey, whatever floats your boat, right? But then the announcer for this little event they were holding inside was like, Darlene, that was impressive. Are you going to do it from your nipples next? And I was like, I don't think you can talk like that. I don't know if you can say that. That seems crazy to me, because no one said anything, and no one really laughed either. So I was like, what are we doing here?
Oh,
anyway,
man.
If you had to hang from the ceiling from any part other than your ears, what would you hang from the ceiling? How would you hang from the ceiling? All right, thanks for the response. See you later. Bye.
Oh, to each their own. That kind of thing is not something I can do or really witness without feeling the imagined empathy pain of what it would be like. I as a lover of the circus arts in general, and I don't know if there maybe is a different thing. That's the context that I'm aware of this kind of thing in, where people will hang themselves on meat hooks and do crazy stuff like that. And oh my God.
I would certainly hope that the people who were doing this were doing it safely. There are ways to do that. If I was going to do any version of this, I think I would be most interested in hair hanging.
Hair hanging?
Yeah, it's crazy if you've never seen it, but my scalp hurts a lot.
No, because it will go.
I don't think it will.
I think
That's
it
not
will.
common.
I know. I've heard from people who do this that your scalp goes.
Oh yeah. No, that does
Pops
happen.
off your
That
head.
part happens. I thought you meant the hair would just come off.
No, I meant your scalp.
This is really hard for you.
This is really hard for me.
Maybe nothing for you brought it up.
It's fine. No, Colin brought it up.
Well, you said you wanted to hang by your ears.
I would hang by my ears, but not from hooks, not from anything. It wouldn't be stretched. It wouldn't be my ears. Wouldn't.
What do you mean?
I said ears because I couldn't say neck because it would come out wrong. But I would put my head in a clamp and just clamp me to the ceiling so I can shake my neck loose. I don't need anything going through my skin, Bug. That's what freaks me out.
I know you're struggling.
I have I don't like things going through skin.
Well, to be fair, the hair hanging doesn't involve that, and you didn't like that either.
No, but that's popping your scalp off. No thanks.
Yeah, error in Moss EXE from Coyote Astronaut. That is correct.
Yeah, fatal exception encountered. Skin hanging overflow. No, not happening. What would you hang from the ceiling from if not, if not my ears, I can't think much else.
I think you would you want to be head magneted to something. You want to be sucked up with a magnet and just carried around like a little guy.
Yeah, or just put my head in a clamp and shake my body so my neck goes and then feels great. Or I'll use my feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll do my feet. I'd rather be stuck by my feet.
There you go. There you have it.
That announcer was so out of line also.
Yeah.
Jesus, Elizabeth. Also, just to get a little bit of closure on that story, Colin did say that his friend who went to get the tongue tattoo, or not the tongue tattoo, the lip tattoo, did finally get it done, and it says Diet Coke.
I love that.
Which is awesome. Which is amazing. That's a voicemail from the voicemail inbox. Oh, God, let's move it. Let's move it along to a different place, a different time, a different face. How about something that is my favorite part of the whole ding dang darn show?
Okay.
You ready?
Sure.
Presumably, Moss has lived a pretty full life, but movies really didn't make their way into that equation. This is film buffering.
All right. As you all know, film buffering is the game where we talk about movies. Moss hasn't seen a lot of them, and so I try to find ones he has. Recently, our listeners have been submitting some films. They give clues, and Moss has as many points as there are clues to try and guess the film.
Oh boy, and how many clues do we have today?
I think we have 6. So Ty submitted this film buffering. We have 6 clues.
Ty submitted this.
Yeah.
Ooh, exciting. All right, 6 clues, 6 points on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got the marks made on my desk so I can keep track. All right, and in chat, if you get this, don't say the name of the film. Just say that you got it and keep track of how many points you got. At the end of the year, we'll tally up all the points that you got throughout the entire year, and we'll send you a special prize.
Yeah. Hey, do you see what's happening on my forehead?
Oh, yeah. What is that? Like some sunbeam?
Yeah, it looks like I have like a really shiny forehead. I think I need to close the window.
You have a cute sunbeam forehead. Go ahead and read the first clue because I can hear it.
Okay. A political plot causes a baby to be spirited away from his parents. His life is saved by chance, and he is adopted. He grows up unaware of his origins.
You said it right in the beginning. It's Spirited Away.
It's not Spirited Away.
Is a baby who has secret origins, spirited away from his real parents, grows up with fake parents. Is this The Jungle Book?
No, I don't think we should describe adoption as growing up with fake parents.
or that's not. Yeah, no, not at all. If I said that, it's not at all what I meant. I did not mean to even put those words in that order. Because you can see where I was going with The Jungle Book, because those are like animals, right?
Sure.
Shit. Okay. What's the next clue? I lose a point just for that. 5 points on the board. It seems that some people may have it from the first one. Leonard thinks he's got it.
All right. As the boy grows, he's taught that he and his brother are superior to those around them, but he does not learn that he is adopted. As an adult, he disappoints his mother by humiliating a woman. After his brother gifts the woman to him, he watches her escape into the night, secretly following her to a community that includes his birth family.
Is this what happened in Atlantis? Is this... Oh, I'm trying to remember, because I don't remember the plot of Atlantis. I just remember they, go and find it. I'm taking it by the fact that you aren't like, yes, it's Atlantis. I'm assuming that means it's not.
It's not Atlantis.
Oh, shit. Okay. Gifts? You can't gift someone a person. You can't do that.
You shouldn't be able to.
I'm gonna need you to stall for me, Bug. I just need a second.
Checking in with the chat, we have Atticus in the chat saying Moss is Milo Thatch shaped. True.
Oh, thank you.
We have Elle saying this sounds the exact same from the Hercules film buffering.
No, not
also
again.
True.
Not again. Okay, I think this is an animated film. I don't think this is a live action film, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm down to 4 points.
Okay. Everyone also who thought they had it says they were wrong.
Okay.
All right.
Good for them. I haven't even been close yet.
You don't know that. Clue number 3. The man's birth siblings tell him of his origins and his adoptive family's cruelty, but he refuses to believe them until a dream reveals the truth of their words. He confronts his adoptive father, the monarch, about the oppression and killing, and is disturbed when his father reassures him that the people are too unimportant to care about. The man flees his adoptive family and all of their privileges.
The Thief and the Cobbler does not go this way. But that's all. But that's similar. But we're close. We're circling around that. It's not The Thief and the Cobbler.
Why is that a movie you've seen?
Because it's incredible animation, and it took forever for them.
Yeah, I was
to
like, isn't that
finish
the
it.
one that took 30 years to come out?
Yeah, well, and it got dropped and then picked back up at one point, and then it cost too much, and they were hand animating all of these things. It was amazing. It came out beautiful. I've also watched the director's cut version where it has a bunch of just shitty drawings and stuff for scenes that got taken out. Love that flick. That's not what happens in it though.
No.
So I think you got it wrong.
Oh, you think that this is just wrong clues?
Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Oh.
Oops.
Moss wins.
Oops, Ty. Moss has decided the clues are wrong.
So there's like a kid. Okay. So there's a kid who grows up with fake parents. And I'm just kidding. You didn't say anything. And so I just felt they're adoptive parents. They're very real.
I just was.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
The kid grows up in adopted parents. He has special powers. His dad gives him a person.
Where did I say he has special powers?
You said he's superior to. They have like special powers.
I say that he is taught to believe he is superior.
I thought you said that there were some specials, like
he is taught that he and his brother are superior to those around them.
Oh, I guess I imagined that they had superpowers. That's tricky. Is this how the road to El Dorado goes? Because that's kind of like The Thief and the Cobbler plus Atlantis minus some mystery ingredients.
I can tell you're on the right track.
God dang it. I have absolutely no idea. Down to 3 points, Bug. Let's keep scrolling.
Clue number 4. The man meets the family of the woman who was gifted to him. He starts a life with them and falls for her, until eventually an arcane being presents itself to him, granting him magical powers and commanding he take responsibility for the crimes of his adoptive family.
So what movie, and I'm sure this is a Disney movie, because it sounds like some Disney-ass shit. What sort of Disney movie has a guy who gets magical powers to fight his dad, the crown, the monarch? Is this the Little Mermaid?
No.
No, she doesn't fight her dad. She fights Ursula, because Ursula is like, I'm going to give you legs, but then I'm going to take your soul. That's different. That's not any of this. Gosh, this isn't what happens on shore with the prince in that movie, right? That doesn't count as its own movie, I guess, just because it was someone else's story in the same movie. Good Will Hunting has nothing like this.
No.
You gotta I don't know. Leonard thinks that he might have it. Seems like a stretch. Sid seems to have it. Colin seems to have it. Maybe. I don't know, Bug.
Okay, you want your next clue?
Yeah. It's also, if my guesses seem particularly impotent, it's really hard because when it's time for me to like guess and think, I have to also talk while thinking because it's not like you can say anything. And so then I have to just keep running my mouth while I try and think of anything actually clue related.
That's the game. It's okay.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
No one knows how hard it is. All right. Clue number 5.
Okay.
The man arrives home to find his father dead, with his brother having taken the role of monarch. To prove his righteousness, the man duels the royal wizards. The man's monster defeats the royal monsters, but the duel doesn't convince his brother. So the man casts a series of spells, culminating with the murder of his own nephew.
What on earth? It's Bug. Can you say that again? Slowly? Like really slowly so I can think.
The man arrives home to find his father dead.
I know this.
With his brother having taken the role of monarch. To prove his righteousness, the man duels the royal wizards. The man's monster defeats the royal monsters, but the duel doesn't convince his brother, so the man casts a series of spells, culminating with the murder of his nephew.
Is this Yu-Gi-Oh? Is this what happens in Yu-Gi-Oh? Is this the plot? Because that plot was pretty
This
buried.
may or may not happen in Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's not what we're discussing.
I'm pretty sure it is, though, because he's got like I don't know, I think Yu-Gi-Oh's adopted Yu-Gi himself, the guy. And then he's casting spells with his monsters. And there's like the Egyptian thing. And there's probably a monarch in there.
You're getting really close.
And being gifted a person, maybe it was just a card instead of like some sort of weird coercive situation.
I like where you are.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not saying that this doesn't happen in Yu-Gi-Oh, but just because something happens in a thing that it isn't doesn't mean you
so
win.
It's like Digimon?
No.
So
okay, quick recap because there are some people arriving right now, and we'll give Moss time to think because he's crashing out.
I am because I know that I know this. It's so close.
There is a political plot causing a baby to be spirited away from his parents. He is adopted. He doesn't know that he is adopted. He grows up learning that he is superior to those around him and his brother. His brother gifts a woman to him, which is pretty weird. The man follows this woman home after she runs away from him and then finds out, there are like all of these people over here who are like sad and poor. That's interesting. I've never thought about that before. So he confronts his adoptive father, who's like the monarch about it. And his adoptive father is like, oh, those people don't matter. And he's like, ooh, that's a shame. I should think about this. Then he spends more time with the woman. He starts to really like her. He hangs out with her family. And then he comes back to find his adoptive father dead, his brother's taken over, and he does a big monster duel with the royal court and accidentally kills his own nephew.
I'm very certain that I do know this flick, but it's definitely not what happens in The Emperor's New Groove. And that's I don't know, Bug. I think that's 2 points left. There's still 2 clues.
There's one.
There's one clue. All right.
Yeah.
So I guess I am out, Skis. I think I'm out. I think I lose. This is the last.
Well, there's another clue.
Oh, so this is the last possible point.
Yeah.
This next one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Last clue, last possible chance for me to get this. Oh, good morning, Eamon, who has just joined us in time to see me flailing and failing and burning to guess this flick. All right, Bug.
Eamon, fantastic timing. Final clue. Clue number 6.
Okay.
Furious after this guy has, killed his nephew, his brother sends an army to wipe out the community, but the man uses spells of water and fire to let his people go. Finally free, the man communes with the arcane being and receives wisdom that he hopes will guide his people for generations to come.
Is this what happens in Avatar, The Last Airbender? Because that's a TV show, first of all, so that's not a film. Second of all, I haven't seen that. So I actually have no idea.
There were a lot of clues in this clue. Do you want me to read it again?
Yeah, wait, what on earth did... And also, if anyone in chat thought they had the answer and has now realized they don't, I'd like to know. Oh, no, well, actually, it looks like Elle thinks that she did have it and does have it.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone's got me. Everyone's got it but me. Joe says Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, and I still think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the closest thing I guessed.
Well,
For sure.
I think that it is actually true that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the closest thing you guessed.
That's really a shame at the same time, because boy howdy do I have nothing adjacent to that to guess.
Furious. The man's brother sends an army to wipe out the community, but the man uses spells of water and fire to let his people go. Finally free, the man communes with the arcane being and receives wisdom that he hopes will guide his people for generations to come.
I know you stressed it, but wizards yell shit all the time. They're always like, you shall not pass, or let my people go. Like, wizards just yell imperative statements. So, like, that doesn't narrow it down, because I'm pretty sure this isn't Lord of the Rings. Unless it's Lord of the Rings.
It's not.
Okay, thank God. Is it, or The Hobbit?
No.
That counts as Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I would have given it to you.
Yeah, for me, with how bad I'm doing, I would hope that if I guessed even the right author or director. I don't know.
I will
Bug.
give it to you if you guess the right source text.
Disney.
That's not a source text.
Shit.
That's a company, and you're wrong.
That's the closest I can get, Bug. I am out of this.
I believe I have a
game.
bonus clue.
You think you have a bonus clue?
Yeah.
For what, like -1 point?
So this is an adaptation of a story that you are definitely familiar with.
I think I've also definitely seen this movie, because all of the little scenes you described really like click together in my brain.
Couple clues. It's not Disney. It's very beloved. It is, I would say it is an adaptation of the most famous source text in the world.
The Bible? Is this a Bible flick? Was this VeggieTales the movie? Was there a VeggieTales movie that I missed that this was? I got nothing, Bug. I absolutely have lost big time, big way.
Are you ready to know what it is?
I'm ready to know what it is, and I'm ready to sit in my shame.
This is the Prince of Egypt.
What?
I was not sure if you'd ever seen this.
I've never even heard of the Prince of Egypt.
The Prince of Egypt is an incredibly famous animated film produced by DreamWorks, critically acclaimed, loved by pretty much everybody, even if you don't fuck with the Bible. It's a very, very, very good movie.
I have straight up, I've seen this guy in memes.
Yeah.
And that is it. I have never, ever seen even a part of this. That's crazy. That's what this is about? So wait, who's the wizard that says, let my people go? Because it can't be Gandalf or Dumbledore or whoever, whatever. I don't really know my wizards either. Who's the wizard?
He's like Moses, right?
Is it Jesus or Moses? Oh, boy. That's wild. Well, anyway, thanks, Bug. Thank you for that film buffering. Thank you for coming up with those clues. Who helped you with that? Was it Ty?
So Ty wrote these. He didn't help anything. He did it all on his own. And he was, I think, inspired to do this film because when we were doing Hercules, he was like, I think this is the Prince of Egypt.
I see. Joe has also said in the chat, clearly not a Bible guy. Let my people go is only ever Moses. So
but you can see where I was like pretty sure it was Moses, but I was still scared. I was like, I think it's Moses.
or Dingle Donk or whatever.
Because he like parts the sea or whatever.
Yeah, I've heard that about Moses. I heard that he likes to do that.
And they give him some commandments, I think 10.
Yeah, he finds some stuff. He writes on rocks. He moves the water. He's like big into that stuff. Yeah. Wow. Okay, Bug. That's pretty cool. Hey, now that we're done making my brain hurt trying to think of this movie. Also, is it a good movie? You said
it's a really good movie.
Good, even though it's like a Bible movie, it's like fun. It's
it's worth watching. Like the thing about it is, I think
I'm pretty averse to Bible content.
Yeah, but as you heard from the description, a lot of rad shit happens. This is like the more fun Bible content when we were just like, isn't this fucking crazy? And it wasn't just like, you should oppress women, you know?
Well, one of your clues was that someone was given a woman.
Yeah, but that was bad in the movie.
Oh, in the context of the movie, that was also bad? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, everyone in chat also seems to highly recommend it, and this is not a like particularly. this is a good chat whose opinions I trust.
Yeah, so. This is not really a polarizing film. It's really well liked.
Also, did Road to El Dorado just like cop that whole aesthetic because it does have a similar kind of vibe visually?
It definitely has a similar vibe visually.
Road to El Dorado was great though.
Road to El Dorado fucks.
I had a crush on both those main character boys.
I have a crush on all three main characters.
Yeah. That's pretty much, that flick is a bi-awakening. Hey, Bug, why don't we move on to something that I have to share with us today?
Okay.
Here's something I read while I was pooping.
Bug, have you ever heard of the HopRod?
No. I don't know what that
is something, and this bumper is not disappearing. There we go. The HopRod is a device. I should have had this tab open. I was just reading about this on Reddit. It is from the the late 1960s, early 1970s. It is a gasoline-powered 2-stroke pogo stick.
That's the real crotch rocket.
Yeah, well, yeah. It is an extremely dangerous toy that came out in the 70s. I'm stalling a little bit because I'm having a heck of a time opening this page about it. There is this website that I stumbled onto on this. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up so you can see it on stream, but I'll do my best to describe it for y'all podcast listeners. It looks like a normal pogo stick, but partway down the bottom of it, you can see this special little chamber, this combustion chamber. This thing runs on gasoline.
This looks like a piece of construction equipment.
It's basically like a jackhammer that you can jump on, sort of. Except it's even simpler than that. It has a little battery-powered spark plug, and you would have a little container of gasoline. It has a little carburetor and everything built into it. And you jump on it, and when you jump, it compresses the fuel in the piston, and then it sparks, and then it explodes and shoots you up into the air.
That's so cool.
And it made a big splash, and then like someone on TV got hurt on one of these. Mm-hmm. One of the most common ways to get hurt off of the HopRod was to have it just launch you at an angle when you come down, not perfectly straight. Because the thing about it is like your first jump, normal, and then your second jump, high power. And then when you come back down, if you land on the bottom, as in the way you're trying to, you're going to get shot off again. It's a crazy invention that I would still love to try if I had the chance.
Yeah, Joe in the chat is already like, if we can't buy one, we should build one.
Yeah, so apparently you can find them on eBay at times. What I have discovered as a result of talking about the HopRod is possibly more interesting and more important than the HopRod itself, though, which is this website, spaco.org, spaco.org, which seems to just be the personal website of this person named Pete Stenitis. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I'm so sorry, Pete. But this is just a beautiful example of early internet webpage, because this guy is talking about the HopRod. He's digitized some magazine photos of it, and then he's like written all of this awesome write-up for them. He says he sees them on eBay. In 2012, I think one sold for more than $500. One was sold on eBay in 2014 for $1,000. Wow. So they ain't cheap. if you can
Wow.
find them. But this guy has like taken them apart and talks about how they work. And you can tell this is just like a single older individual who is like documenting this cool thing. And they made a web page about it. And that's just like early internet personal website stuff. Like Eamon just said in the chat, love personal websites.
Also, this was updated in 2023. It's like early
still
internet
going.
stuff, but he's doing it.
This is the kind of thing the internet was for, and so it made me really happy to stumble onto this. Colin said this is Moss's future self, and yeah, this is exactly what I want to do. Because I immediately went to hole tapping tips, because I saw that was there, and I was like, oh, this is nice. If anyone's ever tried to tap holes before, you know it can become kind of a frustrating process. And if you're laughing about the phrasing of that, it means to give screw threads to a hole so that you can put a screw
You
in it.
keep saying things that aren't making it okay.
Yeah, well, I know, I'm
What are you saying?
talking about tapping holes and hop rods, and I'm aware that the puerile
What do
minded
you tap
among us-
holes in?
If you drill a hole in something, you've just made a hole, right?
Oh, this threads the hole.
Yeah, it puts threads in the hole so that you can scroll stuff
Okay.
in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
as Colin said, I misread Colin's message. I thought he said something clever. He said, "Oh, I'm trying to tap holes, all right." That's very Duke Nukem adjacent. I came here to tap holes and hop rods. And I'm all out of rods. But he's got just this great page about how to, like, tips and advice for adding threads to holes, to tapping holes and
That's
things.
very cool.
Apparently, just a very nice little personal website. So I just wanted to shout out to Pete and Sharon's SPACO French Creek Valley Activities website.
That's
that
so
they host
awesome.
here. There's spinning fine arts. There's problem-solving skills. There's a guide to winning at solitaire. And it's all just very
Is that
simple.
fine art or fiber arts?
Fiber arts.
Can you click on that?
Yeah.
That's what I care
Yeah.
about. Wow. They have a whole weaving section. Spinning, weaving, fiber arts.
Yeah, this is very cool. I just really love personal websites. I love that kind of thing. The thing that makes the internet great is nerds sharing the stuff they're nerdy about and talking about it and sharing information with each other. And
Yeah.
it's just refreshing to see and to see it's still updated and things like that.
We love to see it.
Yeah, we do love to see it. There have been a lot of jokes happening in the chat that have flown by. One of them that I would like to highlight is that Coyote Astronaut says, the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show, 90% whole talk by volume. That is true
That
because
is
we
true.
did spend the better part of last week discussing the bagel holes issues.
Yeah.
And Eamon says, did you get my text about bugandmoss.com? No. That reminds me, we need to check our text messages.
Yes, we do.
We check our voicemails. However, we have not checked our texts for a second. So popping over there into the telephone, I see a text from an unknown number. I'm assuming that's you, Eamon. Eamon says, hi, Bug. Hi, Moss. Good morning. Today's mission. Please go together hand in hand to bugandmoss.com and click on your own YouTube link and experience the lone 17-year-old video on that channel linked and report back if you never noticed this already. I forgot the TV when I was typing our link in. Oops.
Wait.
Hey, thanks, Eamon. Good catch.
So wait, what happens?
So the link on our website to YouTube goes to youtube.com/bugandmoss. And that is the other channel that someone already had. That's like someone's personal channel from forever ago.
Oh.
Which I forget all the time that our handle on YouTube is Bug and Moss TV because of that. And so as I was typing in our shit, I missed that. Thank you, Eamon, for the catch. That's pretty important. I'm making a note right now.
That's incredible.
to
The
fix
video, the like 17-year-old video is really cute. It's just a friendship video between these two people.
Yeah, we watched it before because I remember we were like, oh, what do you mean this is taken? Who's Bug and Moss? And then we saw that account. And yeah, it's just like a cute friendship video from 17 years ago. It's genuinely wonderful. It would be funny to reach out to this person.
Yeah, do you want to do a collab?
Yeah. I'm just writing, fix website link. Eamon, you're the best. Thank you for letting me know. I wonder how many people clicked that. And were
Joe's
like,
watching it right now.
Hang on. Yeah, Bug and Mossy. It's super cute.
That's
so
incredible.
good. We have some other text messages hiding out in here also.
Let's go.
This one comes from Lou. Lou says, and this was on Wednesday, Lou says, there are multiple words for love in Greek. Eros for erotic love, philia for friendship, storge for family love, and agape, which means love for the sake of the other. In English, we have one love. Great for Bob Marley, a bummer for the rest of us. What's another word in English that you wish was more differentiated? Ooh, that's good. What is something that you wish we had more specific words for?
Well, my immediate thought is that I love how many different words there are for disliking someone. So we diversified that pretty well.
What you mean?
Well, like you can hate someone, you can despise someone, you can revile someone, you know.
I guess that's true, but you could also say that you could like love, adore. There's loads of synonyms like that.
I guess that's true.
And I guess like in the example Lou gave, they're a bit more specifically like delineated types of thing. So, that's a heady question.
If there are multiple words for love in Greek, blah, 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 what is another word in English you wish was more differentiated?
Joe has come in with something very good. Joe says hungry. There's so many kinds of hungry. Not like starving, but social hunger. I could eat. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I think that that's a thing too, because when you date really annoying, pedantic men, you'll be like, I'm starving. And they'll be like, are you really starving? And you're like, I want to just like have a gun, you know, like I just want to take care of this. So I think having other words would be really good.
Colin has one. Colin says AI. We need to differentiate between things that aren't generative and new features no one likes versus the kinds we've had for ages. We don't differentiate them enough.
This is true.
The entire field of machine learning is reeling from this because there's like a lot of cool stuff and then there's a lot of evil stuff and they all go under the same umbrella. Eamon says hungry is currently in development. Hungry,
this is true.
Hangry, horngry.
Horngry.
All of
Hungry's
those.
huge.
Yeah. And I'm a fan of that linguistic or semantic pattern where you get the sort of like same feeling of the word, hungry, hangry, horngry. I like that more than I like having totally different words.
I feel like what that makes me think of is words like vibe and mood and like the way that we talk about sort of like the energy of a moment. I feel like I want more words that you can use to describe like the way being at a hang feels or what you think the overall just kind of like breakdown of a party is going to be. It'd be cool to be able to like call your friend and be like, it was just really like degorny, you know? And they would know exactly what you meant.
So like
Right? Because it's hard to describe. We're struggling to say what we're trying to say.
A word for how something was?
Or like it could be perpetual. It doesn't have to be past tense. It's just like you could text someone and be like, SOS, this party's so slosher. You know,
this party's so Douglas right now.
Yeah,
everything in
so
here is
Douglas,
really
dude.
Gormley. I don't know.
Yeah, Gormley's. I like Gormley.
I see. The problem with that though is that I have learned one thing from the internet, and it is that if you just try smashing syllables together, you're going to land on some really obscure, really offensive word that's in Urban Dictionary.
That's true.
I don't know. That might be something that I'll regret, but I think that's a name from a book. I think
Probably
Gormley. I want more words to describe gastrointestinal sort of distress symptoms because my body already can't differentiate between two of them.
Yeah.
And that's a shame. Alex says there's an Instagram page where a guy combines brain rot words and uses them in context of other brain rot combo words, and it's fascinating and painful. That sounds really fun.
That's very cool. I also saw where Colin said, like the book Frendel that I read in the third grade. I read this. Frendel is a middle grade American children's novel written by Andrew Clements. Nicholas Nick is a class clown who has been formulating creative schemes throughout grade school. At the start of the fifth grade, he's unhappy because his English teacher is no nonsense. He decides to question her on where each word in the dictionary comes from, and this backfires when she assigns him an essay about it.
I have not thought about this book in so long.
You read it too, right?
I loved this book.
This was such a good book.
I associate this at the same time that like I read Junie B. Jones and also not Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but the other one that's like this, that's adjacent to this. I'm not sure, but I do remember reading Frindle. I like that. That was a buried one.
He comes up with a new name. Oh my God, wait, no, I confused this book with something that happens in Sideways Stories from Wayside School. I think about this book all the time because the whole book that he calls a pen a frindle, and he's like, it becomes really popular and everything, and she's standing against it and she's being really like, we've got to shut this down. And then when he has grown up a little bit, she sends him a copy of the dictionary, which includes the word frindle and a letter saying that she stood against it so it would be more popular.
Oh, interesting.
And it was like this whole thing where she was like, stories need a villain, and I was happy to be that for you.
Teaching us kids about controlled opposition at a young age.
Literally makes me want to sob thinking about it.
No, that is cute. I forgot about that book entirely. Man, that was a good time. There were a lot. What was that book series? It was the Magic Treehouse. Was it that one
was
where
ripped.
there's a time traveling treehouse that went around?
Yeah.
But there was also one about train cars that I remember.
Boxcar Children?
The Boxcar Children.
Fucked with the Boxcar Children so hard. Talk about orphans. Hell yeah.
Colin says, quote, I was happy to antagonize you when you were a child.
Yeah.
848 Mossbug is the number to call. It's also the number to text now that we are checking our text messages. Joe sent us this. Dudes, Lil Mallard. Oh, how awesome. All right, let me get this image so that I can show you on the stream.
Yeah, you guys need to see this.
And more specifically for the podcast listeners, I will describe this. Or Bug, why don't you go ahead and describe
I'll
this?
describe it, and I'll post it to Instagram as long as that's okay with Charlotte. Charlotte, our number one show crochet artist, has upped her bird game.
She started making little mallards.
This is a mallard duck. It is so cute. It has its little green head, its little yellow beak, its little brown body, its little stripes. It's awesome.
This looks so good. Great job, Charlotte. As Elle says, Charlotte, crochet queen.
Yeah, number one crochet queen of the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show.
That is super cute. The colors are perfect.
It's so cute.
That is really good. Sid the Kingmaker says, I would trust that mallard. Eamon says, nice duck.
Yeah.
Colin says, that's so cute. Coyote Astronaut says, tiny duck. And Joe says that it's the best. Charlotte said that Joe could give this to you, Brooke, and said that she'll have to make Brooke one.
Yeah, this is
one.
Joe's.
Wait. She said I could give it to Brooke, and I said she'll have to make Brooke another one. That's what Joe said.
I understand.
Yeah, Joe has to keep that one.
If she makes a few of them, I'll make us all earrings.
That would be so cute.
That's awesome.
It is 7:41, so I'd be remiss to not mention that this show is made possible by support on Patreon, patreon.com/Bug and Moss, and a special thanks to our community partner level patrons. I'm trying to grab AJ's business card right here, one of which is AJ Carroll, the person in charge of sermons and such, the ageometric, apolitical, amorphous, yet strangely biblically accurate, red-haired minister and notary public. If you need a tight five, if you need a wedding proposal, if you need a marriage, if you need something notarized, 561-541-5944, or email sermons_such@yahoo.com. And I think it's New Hampshire is sort of the outer extent of where AJ can notarize things legally. So thank you, AJ. Atticus, we need to talk because Atticus is also supporting us at the community partner level, as is my friend Lou. And Lou has told me that he has nothing to advertise and just wants to express support for the show, which means the whole world, obviously.
But also, if that ever changes.
But also, we're here to help try and spread word about other things. So let us know. And if you want to support us, go to patreon.com/Bug and Moss.
Hell yeah.
My brain feels like one of those lawnmowers where you pull it and it starts just long enough that you're like, oh, got it this time. And you stand all the way back up and then it shuts off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You fight with one of those. I can make a pretty good, hey, I want to do something. This might suck. I can make a pretty good chainsaw sound.
Okay, let's hear it.
I used to do this in math class. I used to sit behind, there was a pole. So in my 7th grade math class, we had trailers outside of the school that we had math class in for the 7th graders. And there was a support pole directly in front of my desk, in front of me and the teacher. And I used to always make this stupid joke about pretending to cut it with a chainsaw. And I would make a sound, something like this.
Wow.
That's my chainsaw sound.
I closed my eyes to feel more immersed, and I was like, you can't just play a chainsaw. Like, we'll know.
I hope that came across good and not completely hellish. But that's my little chainsaw sound. Colin says, hey, Moss, that was very good. Elle says, get the fuck out. Eamon says, that was dubbed with Foley. It's like farting out the corner of your mouth. You could totally do that. And then you just add more pressure to get like you're cutting through tree bark.
Yeah, I think Colin's right. You should take this to the bank. We should put on our website a special button for Pay Moss for his chainsaw noise.
Yeah. Yeah,
And we
okay.
could just pay by the, like, I don't know, every 30 seconds of it. Maybe even less, because that's a long time.
I'll make a chainsaw sound effects pack. I'll just add in some like little details, like the metal like tinkling and stuff.
Yeah.
And also I'll supply the engine. That could be fun.
Yeah, actually, what Joe just said is right. Chainsaws are making moss noises.
That's very. Colin says every few seconds go preview. Yeah.
Yeah.
Audio jungle.
That's so
Audio
funny.
jungle. Eamon says people who are looking for real sounds need you to keep them humble.
That's right.
That's very funny. Yeah, Bug, you should do that part. We could do that. We could do it live.
Yeah.
That's very good. I haven't done that sound in a very long time, and so I was really nervous it wasn't going to come out. Right.
It happened. You totally delivered.
Yeah, I used to just sit there and cut the beam, and my math teacher was like, "Stop it, Mr. Lent. I remember you. You listened to me, Mr. Lent, when I told you not to put me in advanced math, and I wish you hadn't because I was just a dumb little kid, and that messed up my whole schedule for the rest of high school because then I couldn't take other classes I wanted to take, all because I walked up to you and said, I don't think I understand math enough to go into the higher level math, but you knew better. You were recommending our whole class. Why'd you listen to me? I was an idiot. But
You
I did
ruined
ask.
his whole life.
But I did ask, and he did listen to me. So at the same time, a student expressed a concern, and he listened.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
anyway, man, what's good?
Anyway.
It is 7:47. What's on your mind, Bug?
Well, we got some other stuff. We got some voicemails we could do. I could talk about some advice. What are you thinking? What are you feeling like?
I feel like I remembered you saying that you had something at the start of the show that I'm forgetting that I haven't gotten to.
I don't think that's true.
And also, Mr. Lent, if you happen to ever encounter this, you were a great teacher, and I was only joking.
Yeah, we were just kidding. Yeah.
Emily E. Long says, I want to hear Bug's advice.
Oh, okay.
Is that something that you've got?
So, yeah, I've got two options.
Ooh.
Do you want to hear about the grocery store or driving car?
I think driving car advice from you would be something that I'd be very interested to hear.
Well, you say that I don't like.
Well, no. Just because you're a new driver. You've only been driving for a short amount of time. And so I'm very curious what you're going to say.
Yeah, to be clear, when we say new driver, we mean 6 years.
Yeah. But, I mean, compare that like...
Comparatively, yes.
Yeah. Like Eamon said, fresh eyes on it. I feel like your perspective is going to be very good.
Well, I do have a lot of opinions on driving, obviously, as all new drivers do. But what I have isn't so much advice about driving. I have advice that is related to driving.
How about a healthy dose of advice from Bug?
I wanted to share something that I did today. If you saw the Instagram, I posted a photo from it, but I've also done it before. I've been really tired when I've been waking up lately, which is not normal for me. I'm more of like a pop out of bed and we're going.
Yeah, you're one of those. You can just wake up and go. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I find that the only difference, it doesn't matter how much I sleep, but if I don't have to get going to work, it's really hard for me to wake up.
Yeah.
So I sometimes, when I'm struggling and working from home, will do what I call a false commute.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I did that this morning where I was like, I'm feeling really lethargic.
False commute is funny. It makes sense, but it's just interesting.
When I'm trying to hack my mindset and get into the mainframe of this life, I like to do what I like to call a false commute.
Or in the scientific community, a pseudo commuto.
Yeah, a pseudo commuto. And so what I did today was I hopped in my car, as we say, and I just took a little lap. The way that I go to work is I immediately get on the highway because I have like a 30-minute commute to work. And so I just skip the exit and then like do this Yui, bang a Yui, as they say in the Northeast, by this gas station. And then I sometimes like to explore around the area, and I got trapped on a road that was continuously narrowing.
What?
And then I had to reverse a quarter of a mile.
Wait, what? Where did you find that?
That was behind, the container, the place where they sell shipping containers with the Bigfoot on them.
Yeah, the place we saw those people chilling out in their camper van.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if this back road is how they got there, and whether or not that's true, who can say? Because like in Willy Wonka, the hallway just kept narrowing, and I was like, I really shouldn't keep going forward. Like, it's probably not going to connect anywhere.
That's amazing. But how is that advice?
My advice is the false commute.
Advicious. Is advicious?
Advicious?
Does that word exist for like, how would that be? Advicious. Advisable?
I think advisable is the word you would use, but I like advicious.
Yeah. Eamon said jump scared by Yui because we say that here too. Eamon's from Australia.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe, right? And I thought that was a New England thing. Matt Bliss is also Australian. And I don't know if I've heard Matt say Yui.
Why would you?
I don't know. I guess it doesn't come up very often unless you're very specifically talking about driving. Egg Queen also wants to know, am I trying to say advantageous? No, I mean, this was bug advice, and you talked about getting stuck in what sounds like, as Ty said, a stress stream.
Yeah.
How is that advice? How is that advicious to anyone? See,
what I think is advicious, advantageous, or advalicious, as we like to say in the biz, is
what is advalicious about your pseudo Commuteaux?
I had a lot of fun. And even though I think that part of what's really great about a false commute, and even, it doesn't have to be driving. You know, I didn't drive for most of my life. And so an option would be to get up and take a walk, like you would walk to work. Or if you were to take public transport, maybe you walk to your stop and then go back home. But if you leave your house, you're breaking the pattern of being in your house. Right? Even if it's like prepping to leave your house, even if you're not getting fully ready for work, you're putting your shoes on, you're getting a jacket, you're thinking about the weather. And then whether you're having unexpected problems to solve, because driving is very much second nature to me now, and it's easy to jump in the car and start going. But I immediately found myself, not immediately, towards the end of my drive, I found myself in a situation where I was like, I need to make a decision right now. And I need to decide whether or not I want to have to reverse way longer, or I just back up now because I don't know how this road terminates and if it has another exit. It's crazy because it really just went from paved to gravel to dirt to one lane to half a lane, and it was all happening very fast.
And your car is not like an off-roading capable car.
No, he's like a business
He's a business
guy.
daddy. It's a business daddy car.
So my car
has wood paneling on the inside.
It is a 2013 Ford Taurus. It used to be Elle's car. It is coincidentally the car I took my driver's test in. Before it was Elle's car, it was her brother Tevis's car, and it was also intermittently her mom's car. And I think we've all crashed it. It's a great car.
It has been through a lot. The bumper on the front is zip tied very neatly, might I add, to the
very
body.
Nice. Very nice.
Holding together with spit and vim and vinegar and a little bit of zip tie. The pseudo Commuteaux as a way to get ready in the morning is brilliant and is a good hack. Getting out there and just like getting out of your sort of environment, I feel like is a big thing. And I love an aimless drive. And I saw some folks in chat saying the same thing. Even Leonard, who drives professionally, Leonard, I believe, works as a truck driver. Leonard says, I still love driving as a mind clearing thing early in the morning when I can get away with it. There's just something nice about going. You know? Particularly, my favorite is when it's like crispy and cold and the sun isn't fully up yet. Yeah. And you just get that like brisk, everything's like crackling visually and audibly. But maybe that's something I should talk to my doctor about.
Well, no, I think that's really true. And especially if, I don't know if this is kind of weird, but if you've been unsatisfied with the weather lately, get up earlier than you normally do and go outside and do something, because before the sun is up, you know, it's change. It's different. Whether it's really cold or a little chilly or summer ass hot, the sun's still not up. And so it's different. You
kind of almost combined two like very boomery phrases where it almost sounded like you were like, if you don't like the weather, go touch grass.
Yeah, that's right.
Which felt very fun. It is 7:53. We're coming towards the end of the show. So why don't we go ahead and
let's head over to chat and see what we've missed.
Checking in over with chat, and I'm scrolling up a while, and then I'm just going to go down from wherever we land. Well, okay. Maybe not quite so far. Colin said the pseudo commute thing is something he did during COVID to help with work-life balance because he never got to leave. That's Ty described your experience driving down this road that vanished as being caught in a stress stream in real life. I'm still going. Coyote Astronaut said Bug survived the cold open this morning.
I did. There was a moment where, like, as I was reversing, everything was fine. But because I am, by comparison, a newer driver than a lot of other people, every once in a while, something still throws me. And I only say that because I've driven a lot. I don't know if as many people, because I started driving when I was already like an adult, I've just been like highway, road trip, every state, like aggressively speed driving.
Speed driving.
So I will come up on something that I haven't encountered before and I'll have to remember not to panic. You know, I'm like, this is fine. I know how to reverse. I can take it slow, but there are also like branches whipping. And I started thinking, if I see a figure standing like in the darkness of this forested area, I will fucking lose my mind.
Emily in the chat said, Alex, maybe we could do our walks in the morning instead of the evening. Morning walks instead of fart walks.
I love the idea of a fart walk.
What's a fart walk?
I'm guessing it's when you eat your meal and then you go fart it out.
Is that what it? Oh, and you walk to get to move. Maybe I should do that because maybe that's what's wrong.
We should just move more.
Yeah,
it's like really good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Atticus says, thinking about Skeet the Hyundai accent. R.I.P. to a legend. Skeet was a little blue Hyundai accent that became yours for, I think.
Quick car story. You and Leonard have your connection, but I bought Atticus's Hyundai accent, a roller skate of a car. I think one working speaker in the front on the left-hand side, driver's side, no worries. Busted as shit, fucking awesome car. I moved like a 4-foot refrigerator in that car. That car could do anything.
Unbelievable.
I bought it for $300 and I got my $300 worth, but when I totaled it, it accordioned. Like, wow.
Yeah. Well, those little things were certainly little tin cans.
But I
also drove one for a minute.
Okay. And I will say...
Skeet kept you safe. Skeet was a good car.
Yeah, I will say, I wish if I still had Skeet, I'd still be driving that crazy-ass car.
Elle says, I miss driving. I don't do it at all now that I live in the UK. That was my prime music listening time. I feel that in a big way. I barely listen to podcasts anymore because I used to drive constantly for work. I would have to drive like up to 2 hours between locations at a time. Mm-hmm. And boy, howdy do I miss those moments in which I could just sort of zone into music or a cast.
Honestly, Elle, I think you would thrive as a UK driver. Elle is my getaway driver. Like, Elle is the kind of person who almost never panics and is comfortable driving very aggressively, but in a very chill, also like, let me in kind of way.
Leonard says beater cars are the most rewarding because you don't have to give a fuck.
You do not.
Yeah, I have a car that is too nice for me and I need to get out from underneath it because I can't afford it because I got it when work was paying for my gas and that is no longer a thing. And it is a newer car and it is a nicer car. It's like a 2020 and I can't drive something.
We're not built for it, guys.
I don't deserve that. I need like a car that is at least 10 years old and has at least 3 dents and like 5 scratched sides.
Yeah, the Hyundai Accent was a 2007. Love that. Love that about her.
I want to find the guy that took the CRV off of Leonard and replaced the thermostat and see if he's still got that thing rolling.
Yeah.
I miss that. And Blueberry Finch says that Skeet was a car that had generational car crashes.
Yeah, just like the Taurus.
Just like the Taurus. All right, it's 7:58, Bug. We're going to have to mosey on out of here. We got a busy day over here on our end. We're going to be helping somebody set up their house. We're going to help someone move.
Yeah, they're not here. We are going to set it up for them so that they can arrive and do their work. Some kind of horse lady centaur.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to some farm out in Paris and we'll see what's up.
Yeah, it's going to be rad. I hope that you have some fun planned for the rest of today, y'all who are hanging out with us, and also are getting ready for a good weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice, I think. I don't know where I'm really going with this. We should lead into plugs. We should, round ourselves out of here.
You can watch us live where you're already doing it. You can listen to us where you're already listening to it.
That's also true.
If you're not doing either of those things, I don't know how you're hearing this.
Tough.
But we have a podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. We're live on YouTube and Twitch every weekday at 7 a.m. So we'll see you guys next Monday. I'm going to miss you over the weekend.
Yeah.
And we have a really cool website with a phone on it.
Yeah, 848-MOS, but wait, nope, bugandmoss.com. If you go there, you can check out Da Phone, which has Da Phone Book, which is listing a bunch of different cool and creative projects. If you want to get a listing in that phone book, just let me know. Either send me an email, daphone at bugandmoss.com, or join our Discord, which you can get to by dialing 6477 on the phone, I think. You'll see. If you go to the website and scroll down a little bit, you'll find it. Make sure you got your sound on because it makes phone sounds. Dial that, find it, join the Discord, Get your stuff in the phone book. Check out the projects that are in there. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
My brain is like soup. I'm going to need to like drink some cold air.
Yeah, drink some compressed air. Don't do that. And
don't do
we'll
that.
come back Monday, and I will try my best to tell you about the horses. I don't really know about horses. I don't know if there will be any there, but we'll see.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was a blast as always. Throw your title ideas in the chat. We love you, and I love you, Bug.
I love you, Moss.
And
This is Bug and Moss.
Woo!